Too many of us feel lonely and unfulfilled. But why? And does it have to be? Hello, my name is Valdo Lallemand. I'm a relationship coach. I studied the vibrant couple to fulfill my purpose of liberated love through connection and playfulness. I am making this video for both men and women. I am intentionally addressing this video to women as I want to address feminine leadership. I trust you will find it very interesting if you're a man. Caution, this video is about love, not division. So if your intent is misogynistic or antagonistic, please swipe left. I trust it is no secret that when a woman is in her head, she's full of worries, shoulds, judgments, and blame. What is less known is that when a woman can relax in her flow, she can feel more feminine, she can feel more alive and more creative. I trust you know by now that when you're in your thoughts and your worries and your shoulds, the big O is not happening, and that you need to relax and be in your feminine flow and pleasure for the big O to happen. Loneliness and lack of fulfillment have a lot in common. In a previous video, I shared that women need to feel valued, loved, connected, claimed, and desired. I shared that when a woman feels all five, she naturally gives respect to her man, and that the best way to get all five is to give him respect. But what do men want? Men need to feel considered, respected, responded to, enlivened, and, surprise, desired. When a man feels all five, he will naturally give you love, and the best way for him to feel all five is to give you love. In this video, we're going to look at the first two. Men are very simple. They simply want to be your hero. Do not underestimate the simplicity of these two charts about what men and women want. Men and women are indeed very different, and a lot of the loneliness is from not understanding each other. So, how do you take two beings that are so different and create a happy marriage or happy long-term relationship, because I don't care about your marital status? I'm going to do a quick digression into the yin and the yang, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We have both in us, but there is one that likely fulfills us more than the other. I call that our core sexual essence. I want to focus for a second on flow and go the masculine direction. A marriage is like a river. You have the flow, the water, and you have the banks of the river, the masculine. Without the masculine, the water becomes a puddle versus becoming a beautiful stream. I'm pretty sure you know how it is when you want to cry and there is no one to hold you, or when you have a trusted masculine partner that holds you and your whole body can relax in a few seconds of a delightful, relaxing hug. I trust you want a strong man, not an undecisive, over-accommodated nice guy. I made a video recently about this. Would there be a connection between nice guys and loneliness? Well, men need your feminine flow. Here comes the chicken and the egg dilemma, in which we spend much too much time blaming each other. But he's not giving me this, but she's not giving me that. So it is very simple. In a long-term romantic relationship, we either pull each other up or we take each other down. There is no win-lose. That is an illusion, because if one wins while the other loses, long-term, both lose. So, what is a happy marriage? Well, it is the co-creation between the yin and the yang. So women, if you do not provide feminine flow, he will find it. Classic examples would be beer or porn. And when men do not provide masculine direction, like the nice guy, women provide it. Classic examples would be managing his honey-do list or nagging him when he doesn't do what you expect, the way you expect it to be done. So, how do you make men provide it? Well, it is very counterintuitive because remember, men and women are very different. First, you do not blame him for not providing it. Shame does not work to motivate men. Second, you give him a chance. Well, that's the part in which you may think you do, but you don't. And third is you evoke it from your feminine. Let's use a simple example to highlight these three principles and feminine leadership. I trust you are among the 99.999% of women who wish their masculine partner romances you more, right? Imagine both of you in your car, he's driving, and you're arriving at destination. You want him to do the romantic, chivalrous gesture of opening the door for you. He is likely not in the sub 1% of gentlemen who always opens the door for you, right? Scenario 1, you can make a simple, clear, direct request. Please, darling, open the door for me. In business, that request would be wonderful. It is simple, direct, clear, actionable. But in a romantic partnership, it kills polarity because it is masculine. Remember the go, the direction. I forgot to say at the beginning of this video that I am not known for my political correctness. So here, if he complies to your request, basically, he's your bitch. Quick digression here and topic for a future video. If you are a man receiving that direct request, you can repolarize it. For example, you can say, how bad would you like that? Darling, I would love that. This is an example with a couple who actively practices repolarization. Trust you notice how quickly he brought her in her feminine flow. So you are saying that if I want him to open the door for me, I should not ask for it directly. But you know, we've been married 20 years and he has never opened the effing door for me. Shall I tell him? Definitely not, because blame and the resulting shame do not work to motivate a man. Remember, he wants to be your hero. Strangely, one of the best ways to evoke in him from your feminine to open the door for you is to stay sitting in your chair and say or do nothing. He would get out of the car and be a little surprised that you would still be in the car. And then he would say, what is going on? Notice that the masculine problem solving would start kicking in. Remember how I told you earlier that too many women do not even give men a chance. So this is the place in which silence is key. If you want him to figure it out, let him figure it out. So yes, the scenario I used is extremely simplistic. However, it is an excellent place to start because this is the place where you will notice your resentment build up. And this is the place to say, no, I'm going to sit here in silence and not blame him. I'm going to sit him in silence and not tell him what to do. And I'm going to let him figure it out from my feminine. The only one thing to remember, he wants to be your hero. When you invite a man to show up as your hero, you will feel the fulfillment of his presence, connection, and love for you. The topic of this video is loneliness, right?